Hi everyone, so I hope your weekend was a good one. Right, okay. Oh, where am I? Just make sure we're in shot here. Okay. Oh my word, it is so muggy today. It is like, oh, so close in this shed. I need to really have got a fan in here, but then you wouldn't want that noise going on. Okay, right, so what we're going to do today, I'm just going to go through the worksheets and PDFs that we've received so well, some of them that you have so far, and I'm going to do some creative journaling as well. So this is something of a catch-up video, but just look how beautiful that's dried. Really, really nice. I love that so much. So yeah, I'm really super happy with this. I need to obviously package it up. So if this did resonate with anyone, please just let me know, because I haven't had any like clear answers yet. So just let me know if this has resonated with you. Private message me if you don't feel comfortable putting it, you know, in public in the group or anything like that. So I'll pop that to one side. Right. Oh wow, June's been so amazing so far. For me personally, I've learnt so much and I've moved forward loads. There are still things that I feel a little bit uncertain in regards to, you know, how I'm received, how what I'm doing now is going to be received. But I just have to keep pushing forward and following my heart, you know. It's really funny actually, realigning to receive. So this is something that I'm going to be doing this month. This is a PDF from a post about realigning, recentering and all of that in order to be able to receive. And so we're not blocking any, we're not creating any resistance basically. So this sheet you can print off in A4 or A5 or whatever your printer will allow. And on here I use this for like meditations, whatever, to make notes of what my higher self is saying, what I've received. And then on the second page you have some guiding questions. So are you drawn to a particular colour, symbol, number, or numbers, symbols, plural? If so, I mean, it can be more than one. If so, look them up and look up all the different meanings. Make a note of them on here. See if you can join or connect the dots and see if there's anything that resonates with you. If there is, do make a note of that as well, particularly in your journal if you have one. And then obviously here I've said, did you do Sophie's Inner Wise Guide meditation or any meditation? And if you did, what guidance did you receive during that meditation? It doesn't matter if you didn't receive any at all. You can come back to the meditations and then eventually at some point you will get something. It's just that you have to quieten down that mind chatter, and that it's like using a muscle. You know, you have to keep using it, keep working it for it to get stronger. And I promise you, the more you meditate, the more that mind chatter clears away. It's like this dross that sort of comes to the surface and then it just clears, and then you're just left with being able to, it does obviously depend on your state of mind, where you're at. It depends on if you have a lot of things bothering you. I think if you work on your mindfulness, I know for a fact, if you work on your mindfulness, your meditations, you'll find a lot easier, because you're quieting that monkey chatter, you're quieting that noise, you know. So yeah, I would even just do a meditation before a meditation as well, you know, just to quieten the mind. So you could have like a guided meditation, 2 guided meditations, or 1 guided meditation, then just put some meditation music on after that. Honestly, it's completely up to you. You can mix and match and do whatever feels right for you. And then we have here, what can you do on a daily basis to make sure you are fully in your power? It's a bit of a tricky question, because sometimes we don't see where we're giving away our power. But things like, you know, are you saying yes when you should say no? Those sorts of things. Are you making sure you do what you love? Are you nurturing yourself? Are you, you know, it can be anything really, but whatever resonates with you, just write down anything that comes to mind. So yeah, it's worth definitely one to ponder, that one. So that's your realigning to receive. Now it's called realigning to receive again because you really want to get rid of those blocks, those resistances in your life in order to be able to receive. Now I created this after the manifesting abundance sheets. Now this is, I would say, the most, I wouldn't say the most, but it's very important to get this done first, because you need to, as if you've read all the other PDFs, you need to set clear goals, you know, get clear about what it is that you want. And I really love this quote here: what blooms from beautiful seeds of thought becomes a symphony of colourful abundance. Just love that so much. So what you want to do, you want to get real about how you wish your life to be. Dream big. What does financial freedom look like to you? This becomes the mandate for your life. So you can just scribble whatever comes to mind on here, and then you can actually pick from that or pull from what you've like journaled, basically, a mandate. Create this mandate for your life. And that is, again, that is taking back your power. So you have here, you know, what can you do on a daily basis to make sure you're fully in your power? You can create your mandate and make sure you pursue that, you know. So all of this, I know that, you know, when I said before, let's work together, let's do this, let's manifest abundance this month, but it all does come down to taking that time for yourself and really having to think about what it is that you want. It's so easy to get excited about abundance, and that's really good energy, and you need that. But you need to sit down and actually dream big and get clear about what it is that you want, and then start working on what's blocking it, what's creating resistance in your life. So yeah, all of these are very important to do when you're manifesting abundance in your life. So it's that. Now, if you're in the Crystal Circle Club, you would have received your Crystal Attunement worksheet. Now, these are excellent for, you could actually put them together and create a little journal, I guess. But I've printed off mine in A5. And so what you can do with this is you put down what the crystal is, the colours of the crystals, the chakra that crystal relates to. You can find all this information online, and then write down the date. And the crystal attunement details are in the post that this came with. And you can write down, like this here is for the picture of the crystal, which you can get online. And then you just write down here your experiences with your crystal attunement. And it'll be interesting because it could change over time, which is why we have a date, which is obviously important to make a note of that date, and then see where this goes with your crystals. You can build up this library of experiences that you have with your crystals, and it really is all about getting to know them. Now, when this video goes out, the crystals would have been posted and they will be on their way to you. Obviously, do bear in mind that the postage might be taking a little bit longer at the moment, and also if you're international, then obviously it will take a bit longer anyway. I believe that it's been, I think it's about 2 weeks it's been to arrive post from here to Germany. So yes, do bear that in mind. Yeah, what else? So what we're going to be doing, well, what I'm going to be doing today is just basically, this is my personal trying to think, yeah, so this one is my personal journal. So this is one where I'll be journaling in my just sort of like thoughts and feelings will just get dumped in here, so I can't really share that. I can share obviously how I've prepped my pages, you know, but the details in here will probably be a bit private, it depends. In here, this is where I have basically, it's really interesting because I've got more to put in here, but I have been watching the card readings online just for two reasons, okay? To learn about the cards for myself, and also to get a feel of how other people read the cards and everything. But also I'm just writing down everything that I'm drawn to, and then I will put it in here, and then I can go through it, and then I can see what keeps coming up, you know, what keeps what's repeating itself. So these could be different readers, but they're saying the same things, and that has been happening. I've seen a, oh, what would you call it, like a thread running all the way through, you know. So they're key words. So I've written those down and, you know, made a note of those. They're probably going to be on my vision board actually, because that is the vision for the next 3 months. So when I say that is a vision for the next 3 months, the words that have all the same words that have come up, so like opportunities, open doors, and saying goodbye to the part, you know, things that have gone, and these changes. So yeah, I think what I might do actually is write those down on bits of paper as well, and then I could actually create, you know, stick them down in here and make a note of the date or month or months, and then that would give an overall flavour for me personally of what I can expect over the next 3 months. And then it's like an experiment, and then I can see what actually does happen over the next 3 months and see if any of those things did actually come to pass. So yeah, I can actually leave, if you want me to, this is probably not everybody's cup of tea, but I can actually leave below some links to the sites I resonate with, that I intuitively find are sound, and I go back to, because you do get a lot online where people are, they have good intentions, but they're probably it depends. I don't want to say it depends on what resonates with you, basically. So you have to do your own research really. So I can link below the channels that resonate with me and where I intuitively pick up on, I think, yeah, I feel that they are sound, and I just, something inside me just says this is right, you know. So yeah, that is that really. So I'm going to do a few pages in here. I'll speed up the process. I'm going to do some watercolours, maybe some gouache. I don't want to make the background too dark, because obviously you won't be able to see the writing. So yeah, anyway, right, I'm going to crack on with it, and I'll see you at the end of the video. Okay, so these are my pages prepped. They're obviously going to be written on, so it's no sort of special piece of art, so to speak. It's literally just decorating the backgrounds because they're going to be covered up with writing. I just wanted something really lovely to open my journal to, and that's the whole point, you know, when it comes to things like this. Play around with the colours, and in the process you're going to obviously learn how your colours work if you're obviously new to watercolours or gouache or whatever it is that you're using, and you will then obviously learn what mixes and how it mixes with what and all that sort of thing. And I really wanted to get this gold out because it's absolutely stunning, this gold. It's lasted me forever. I can't remember the name of the shop now because she changed her name. I'll have to see if she's still open, but yeah, it's a beautiful gold, and I'm going to let this dry naturally because I love the deep purples here. This page here, it starts to get a bit too dark. I was like, it's going to be a bit too dark to write on, but it's just right. I couldn't put any more layers on there because it is getting a bit too dark and overbearing for the writing. I do want to try and keep things soft like this because it's really hard to get carried away with colours in my journal. So as long as I can just keep it you know, so that it's not too dark throughout the pages, then I should be all right. And I might even just do just a little bit of artwork maybe in the corner. It depends. But yeah, so these are my journal pages ready for me to write on now. If you have any questions about any of the worksheets or the posts or anything that I've posted this month, please do ask below and I'll try and help you. This week we're focusing mainly on manifesting our dreams, particularly abundance. So if you haven't filled out those sheets yet, then yeah, by all means, if you do that, then that's going to give you something to work on, because remember, this isn't just about June, it's also about going into July and beyond, you know. So let's see, yeah, so here you go, the manifesting abundance. Just look, I love how these just complement each other. So write down, fill this in, and then don't overthink it too much, but have so much fun with it because you want to really keep the energy high. Have fun with this and then create your own sort of manifesto from it. But if you struggle with that, take your time, you know. You can keep coming back to it if you can't do it in one sitting. Maybe keep it by your bed, so in the evenings if something comes to mind, write it down. And yeah, and then maybe we can create a printable worksheet, a really lovely one for your manifesto, maybe, if that's something you're interested in. So yeah, I think that's it for today now. And remember, do comment if this resonates with you. You'll see in the previous video what this is all about. And until next time, take care. Bye.